Another box office report, and we have a new number one, which I have done a review for already. So if you haven't seen that one, go back and see it. I also have some trailers that just dropped that are some are pretty interesting, and some look like, yeah. Well, let's go.
Fucking go! Let's fucking go.
Whoop, whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
We will watch your career with great interest.
You are such a cute.
This is where the fun begins.
It's showtime.
And here we go.
Welcome into another episode of the Movie Geek Podcast. I'm your host, George T., and this is your box office report for the 25th, and we'll look ahead at the 31st weekend box office as well. Thank you all for watching, all the episodes that you guys can, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe if you are new to the channel. Or if you have subscribed, thank you, and maybe spread the word out for. So let's get right to it. Let's look at the box office report. We've got a pretty stalemated top five. So let's look at it. Number 5 stays number 5. Marty Supreme. Yes, makes $3.5 million. The Housemaid stays in the top 5 at number 4 at 3.9. Zootopia 2 at 5.3. Number 1 last week, Avatar, which had been for like 6 straight weeks, was 6.4. And as I said at the top, Mercy is the movie I went to see over the weekend and did the Monday show on $10.8 million. Last week's number 2 went to number 6. 28 years later, The Bone Temple fell all the way down to number 6 at 3.4. And rounding out the top 7, and again, I wondered why we needed this sequel, and apparently I was right. Return to Silent Hill made 3.2. So I was pretty right about that one. But I've not seen a fall like that, like 20 years later, in a really long time. Normally, it drops down in the top 5 to 4 or 5 usually, or there's a big discrepancy, between first and second, like it drops straight down. But like literally just crashed. So maybe it's not as good as people were hoping for. Although it did almost beat Avatar the week before. So who knows? All right. Let's look at this week's movies that are coming out. Today we've got The Wrecking Crew on Amazon Prime. I will be watching this. I will have a episode. I may do a separate one just with this, or one of the movies that is coming out this weekend, I might do a double episode. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this goes. This is Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista. Estranged half-brothers Johnny and James reunite after their father's mysterious death. As they search for the truth, buried secrets reveal a conspiracy threatening to tear their family apart. So, action. You want action. There are your two guys right there. Dave Bautista, huge star at the moment, wrestler turned actor, doing really well for himself. And Jason Momoa, you think action. So I will be definitely checking it out. Whether I do just a standalone review or double review, that will have to wait. We'll have to see. Okay, your minimum releases for this week. A poet. An aging poet finds purpose mentoring your lady, a talented teen, through exposing her to the poetry scene. Might be unwise His own poetic pursuits led nowhere, leaving him a stereotypical obscure writer. So um, there is that in limited release. Also, The Moment. A rising pop star navigates the complexities of fame and industry pressure while preparing for her arena tour debut. So, there's another one for you. The Love That Remains. This is an Icelandic Finnish movie. Anna, in the midst of separation, isn't the only one searching for meaning. Her journey juxtapositions that of Magnus, her ex partner, a fisherman, and the father of her 3 children. Magnus struggles to understand his own feelings. So, this is, a journey of divorced parents who try to find meaning in the world. So, Spanish movie coming out, The Islands. Why I don't have? Never mind. Iron Lung. For all of you YouTubers out there, you know that this is a game that has been turned into a movie by Markiplier. Huge following in the gaming Twitch, YouTube universe there. My son George and Ashley have been, you know, watching him for, a lot of time. Along with Jacksepticeye is also in this as well. So those people I know only through those two. Anyway, survivors of the apocalypse launch an expedition into a barren moon with an ocean of blood. Might be interesting to check out. Probably might have to see this because, again, of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye with George and Ashley, or just George, not sure yet, but we'll see. And I will bring a review if I do. We have World Breakers. Mila Jovovich and Luke Evans are in this film. A father hides his daughter on an island to keep her safe while he equips her for survival and the battles ahead. So it looks like another action film for Mila Jovovich. Speaking of action, you got Jason Statham, a new movie. And looks very transporterish, but that's kind of the roles that he likes to do. At least it's not like Beekeeper and Workman, the Working Man, which he has been doing on a constant basis. But Shelter. On a remote coastal island, a former assassin living in self-imposed exile rescues a young girl from a deadly storm. As their lives start to intertwine, he must protect the orphan while battling enemies from his past. That's Jason Statham for you. So, I will check this out, but I'm not going to go see it in the theater. I will probably see it when it gets to streaming. I don't mind his action films, although, again, like some of them are very repetitive, so you kind of already seen them. They're just a different course of action there. Finally, a movie that I will be seeing this weekend with Ashley, Send Help. Now, whether Ashley wants to come on and be my co-host for that, I'm not sure. That's why I said I might do a double one with the Wrecking Crew and Send Help. But this looks really good. This was in my top 25 from the beginning of this year. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. A woman and her overbearing boss became stranded on a desert island after a plane crash. They must overcome past grievances and work together to survive, but ultimately it's a battle of wills and wits to make it out alive. Look, I don't know about you, but if you all have we've all had those overbearing bosses. It happens. I know uh, you know, some of my coworkers probably thought I was overbearing. So to be stranded on a deserted island, and you had to survive with this person. I'm sorry, this movie wouldn't last more than maybe a half hour. If that. Um, I'm just saying, but I want to see this movie, and I will definitely do a review for you guys. Um, so let's get after it. So there is your box office report. Will Mercy fall to Send Help? Probably. I think because Send Help has a lot of people buzzing. So, and as I said in my review about Mercy, critics hated it, audiences loved it. So, and it's been number one, but Send Help is right there. Um, but it's got a lot of buzz, and the critics actually like it. So this could be one of those one and dones for Mercy, but you never know. You never know. Word of mouth is getting out that Mercy is actually decent, or us as you know, as the audience are actually liking this film. Um, and I did too. I don't think it's a great movie. I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's worth watching, as I said in that episode. Okay, so that is that. Um, Big news for Marvel fans. You know I'm a Marvel fan through and through. We're going to starting yesterday was Wonder Man. I got to be honest, I don't know the origin of Wonder Man, but as a Marvel fan, I will watch it. Now, will it have anything to do with um, upcoming Doomsday? Probably not, but I don't know. I don't know how he'll tie in to the whole thing. Also, Marvel has announced that season 2 of Daredevil is nearly complete and ready to go. Matthew Lillard is starring in this season, so um, they dropped a teaser trailer. I'm waiting to see a regular trailer, and maybe I can bring it to you guys as soon as I see it. Speaking of trailers, I'll show you at least 4 trailers. Hopefully, you'll be able to see them. But one more bit of news for Marvel fans. So it has been reported that while Doomsday is growing by the day, there is Secret Wars that is growing even bigger every day. So there is the thought of, when they get to Secret Wars, doing 2 parts to Secret Wars, because it's getting they're filming Doomsday and Secret Wars together, it looks like. So it is starting to look so massive that they may not want to do 4-hour movie like they're doing with Doomsday, because there's not enough time to fit in what they're doing, which is crazy to me, absolutely crazy to me. So as a Marvel fan, I am super, super excited for this. So I'll keep you posted. I know you guys are going to get sick of it, especially you newer people who, may not be Marvel fans, but if you have followed me from the beginning, you know I'm a Marvel fan over at DC. All right, let's look at some trailers. Our first one, Up to Bat, just dropped the other day. It was supposed to come out on Super Bowl weekend, which I'm surprised they dropped it early, but maybe that was strategic because there's a lot of trailers that are dropping, especially 3 really, really big ones with Mandalorian, Grogu, Brand New Day, Spider-Man, and Doomsday. So maybe they decided to pull it from Super Bowl, or they may run it through the Super Bowl, but they wanted to get ahead of it so that if gives time for them to do it. I actually liked the first Super Mario Brothers movie. Everybody gave crap about Chris Pratt playing Mario. Look, I mean, so he doesn't sound like Mario in the game. Whoopie do. You know what I mean? Like, we do this all the time with movies. We do this all the time. How about just recently with Amazon talking about God of War series and Lara Croft series? Sophie Turner is playing Lara Croft, and Ryan Hurst is playing Kratos in the God of War series, and people have been speaking out about both of those hires. Look, Ryan Hurst has done some really good stuff. He was Beta in the Walking Dead series. He's done, Sons of Anarchy. He's done a lot of good stuff. And the concept photos, he looks great as it. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to see some other people in there. They've always talked about, that guy. I think it'll be fine. And Sophie Turner is a great actress, so why the hate for it? She looks badass. Maybe I think the nerd community was like, I think she's cute, but she's not the Lara Croft that we know. Who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? I didn't even know we were going to do a Lara Croft series on Amazon. What are we doing? All right, anyway, here's Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, you're here.
Now, where's the troubled pipe?
Come on, you're not the scared guy anymore.
Yes, I am! People don't change!
There's the problem. Hey. It's all right.
Who is this?
Yoshi.
Come on.
So some dinosaur just shows up and he's now part of the group. Cool.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So, will I see it in the theater? Maybe not. I didn't see the first one in the theater. Not my jam. But I did see it when it came out. What is in my wheelhouse? We'll go right to Star Wars Maul. I know it's a TV show coming out on Disney Plus. I do question why we're bringing Maul back again. And, I don't know. It looks really good, but I thought when we were redoing when we revisited Clone Wars, there was a whole section devoted to to him. And so, I know this expands out a little bit more. Maybe there's a change in direction. I don't know, but this does look really good. So take a look.
Times have changed. I will show you the galaxy for what it truly is. See things from a new perspective.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
I invite you to look more closely.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Maul.
We have all been made to suffer. We survive, but do not live. The Emperor wants you dead. Chains can be broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be shattered.
Yes, indeed. It looks really, really good. I do enjoy Star Wars a lot. Two movies left here. We've got The Mortuary Assistant. This is a video game that has become a movie, and I know after last year's Until Dawn debacle, where people did not like it, it took the Until Dawn name and changed up a lot of things. I didn't mind it. It wasn't a great film. It was a good film because they were doing Groundhog Day, but not so much Groundhog Day. It was the same day over and over again, but it was different challenges. So again, they had their opportunity. But this looks very true to the video game. Scary. So let's take a look at The Mortuary Assistant.
All right, Mr. Leibowitz, let's get you embalmed and I guess cremated. Is somebody there?
I know what you experienced was terrifying. But you need to listen to me if you want to survive. The entity will do anything to gain control.
Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
I want this to stop! Please!
To banish a demon to hell, you need to learn its name.
Do I have something that you want?
You need to get off the phone.
You have to help me. I don't know what I am doing here.
The demon knows everything about you.
So what do we do?
By the houses of hell, I command you back!
finally, we've got. I'm gonna throw this out here right now. I think this is going to be a dud, a bomb on arrival. It's just my opinion because first off, I don't remember a call for this movie. I don't remember, people going, that would be a really good movie. Um, it's got some good actors in it. I feel bad, but I've watched this and I'm just like, I don't know. So you take a look and you tell me what you guys think.
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's
this obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
What am I supposed to do? Take the sword and protect them.
Again, what is your thoughts on Masters of the Universe? I spoke about this in my Razzie Award show, but the hatred for Jared Leto, nobody really commented on why. Maybe you just don't care. But he's playing Skeletor in this movie. I know you cannot see him, his face or whatever. So maybe that's going to help him a little bit. But I don't know. There's a lot of hatred for him, and I don't know. But besides that, so Skeletor looks okay, and I don't really recognize the He-Man character. And there's probably at least a handful of guys that I can think that could have played that role, and it might have actually looked halfway more decent than it does. But again, I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think of that trailer. Anyway, so that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Look for reviews on The Wrecking Crew and Send Help and plenty more. I also have almost finished a very special project. I've kind of hinted at it for a little bit, and I'm going to tell you right now, it has brought me to pretty much brain rot watching this series of movies, and I'll unveil that hopefully within a couple weeks, hopefully, as I tally up everything and finish watching this crazy, as they're calling it, universe. So I'll see you all at the movie.
You like that, baby? Let him know where that came from, yeah!
See you next time. Bye.
Waiting for you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's all, folks.